Hello, I'm Soap, and today I'm going to be looking for lore in the new Mermaid Isle Re-release slash refresh update. I don't really like to start on this vertically, but oh, I can't choose. Oh, I can apparently. But I wanted to show these thumbnails. Below the Mermaid Isle logo, you can see some writing in the mermaid language they use, and I just wanted to say that it's completely the same as the writing below the Mermaid Isle logo normally, which is Children of the Shore, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Children of the Shore. So it's not different for each of the NPCs. But anyways, let's get into there's some specific areas I want to explore, so let's just get into it already. I wanted to do this stream much earlier, but wasn't really feeling well. Music was too loud. So yeah, sorry it came out late. It took ages to edit. Like there was so much lag on my video editor and stuff. So it took me basically the whole of yesterday to do it, and it technically came out today at 1 a.m. But I'm sure like in other countries it would have came out Wednesday, so that's not the worst thing. It's already performed pretty well in the first few hours, so that's good. But I noticed stuff I already said wrong in that like video when I called a complete guide. I didn't have like videos for everything because I don't film myself constantly, and a lot of the things I did in live stream, which I didn't want to download. I didn't really have the storage to do that. So like the last like 6 minutes, there's just nothing on the screen. I mean, there's obviously my OC, but it's not. There's no like pictures or anything displaying anything. So you kind of just have to understand the names of things. But yeah, things I got wrong in that were that the gold's refresh like quest period was 2 minutes. It's actually 3 minutes, which I never actually saw the complete like time period it took like until like today. I was farming a lot, so we are going to be looking for lore. Then I will farm later if there's time, I guess, because I was going to do it anyways, but may as well show some stuff. I was also wrong about Dash's quest just giving you sand dollars. It also gives you accessories as well. There's a lot of new things in this game, and I'm pretty sure there's not a limit of levels you can reach. Maybe it's 10, because I completed the shrine as well, so I can show you what that looks like, but that's part of the lore. So we are going to talk to the NPCs, but I guess first things first, I want to go to the Whales on Cove. I've been putting this off because I haven't read these yet because I wanted to do it on stream. So I wonder what order they want. Oh, actually, since the whale is here, we'll talk to the whale. I'm not a high enough level to have much chat options with her. So like this minigame just doesn't work for me most of the time, so I'm only on level 1 in this region. But that's fine. We'll come back to that if we can, because I haven't really had any conversations, so I'm gonna check out the monuments first. So here's some very obvious lore, but reading the inscription. So what we know already, which I found out in the first room, is that there's only one whale currently, the prime mammalian guardian, but she used to have other sisters who guarded the guiding flow. The guiding flow is like, I guess, harmony, keeps everything together. It's like the opposite to disharmony, and we like are very like vital in maintaining that as a player, which I think is interesting. A misconception I had before is that they rewrote the lore, but actually they're just expanding on it, and you can really tell that they've got all the old things. Like one of the devs commented on, well, not on my live stream because for some reason I don't have comments on them, that the lore is the same. Also, Viscoria's over here. Like, well, not Viscoria's in there, but Elegy is here. So basically, the lore is the same. They're just gonna add the scrolls in a later update, which makes sense. There's already a lot of lore as is, so let's actually just get into reading it then. So these are monuments to all her dead sisters, which is sad, but yeah. This monument is dedicated to the sapphire whale. Her foresight is what saved the reef. Like, were they in some sort of battle? I know there were battles like between the seahorses and the lionfish, and all that. Hence Viscoria, the Disharmony Knight, and Elegy. But yeah, was there a bigger battle against like a force of disharmony in general? So that's Sapphire. Her force, I assume they all have different powers, abilities. So she had foresight. This monument is dedicated to the Golden Star Whale. Her generosity is what allowed the whales to prosper long ago. So, Golden Star, generosity, and prosperity. It looks like her powers to do with, I was gonna say luck, I guess, but I mean like in a money way, like gold and stuff, since Golden Star. Fortune is what I mean. Are these all going to be like gemstones? Like sapphire, gold isn't a gemstone, but I don't know. They all have meanings, I guess. Because I was looking into like gemstone meanings and stuff for Royal High lore, so that's why that piqued my interest. Okay, read it. This monument is dedicated to the Crimson Star Whale. Her strength was something all of the whales looked up to. So, strength as an ability for the Crimson Star Whale. They're all being named, like, they all have star in their name, which I think is interesting. Obviously, like, the moon and the stars are very linked to, like, water in general. The moon controls the tides. Stars are what, like, sailors use to guide themselves, and the constellations and stuff. It's just, like, pretty prominent in the lore, linked to astrology and stuff. Now I'm planning to also make an astrology lore video in Royal High, so that's the next one coming out in 2 days, but I have to start working on it tomorrow. This monument has been purified. Oh right, no, I don't need to read that. This monument is dedicated to the rose gold star. So this is rose gold quartz. That's not a gemstone, but it's something. Her compassion was everlasting, and what the final whale holds dearest. So favorite sister over here, I guess. Rose gold, so that's like love, compassion as an ability. I'm not sure these are actually magical abilities. They're just like their greatest qualities, perhaps. But if we talk to the whale, that'd probably be the saddest about the rose gold star. because of like memories of love, I guess. Okay, here's the final one. This monument is dedicated to the silver star whale. Her intelligence is what saved the last remaining whale. I wonder what the last remaining whales thing is about. So I assume they all sacrificed themselves to save her. She must be the youngest or something. But anyways, again, intelligence has the ability there. I really do like the redesign of stuff, because like you can tell this used to be an ancient civilization with all these like arches and buildings under here. And they also tell you, but like you can see it in the architecture of like unnatural things like pillars. Why would there be pillars underwater? Yes, used to hold. See how this never works? Oh, bad timing. Do we wanna... I kind of want to take this opportunity to control the guiding flow, but again, we're looking for laws, so we're gonna swim with her and talk to her. Oh, apparently not. Okay, now we're swimming with her. You began to swim along with the whale. You may ask her some things, increasing your level. Increase your level to ask the whale more questions. Continue. What else would you like to speak about? We can only talk about the whale sisters currently, because I'm only on level 1, which I'll try and level up if I can. But like I said, the minigame just doesn't work for me that well. My sisters, they were my caretakers and raised me to learn a protection song. Oh, we got another one. What is the guiding flow? I want to know what she's going to say about this. Indeed, this special song, Whale Song Cove and the stars, is all I have left of them. Oh, she didn't say anything about the guiding flow. That's interesting. Again, the stars, like, yeah. The song, music is very linked to the lore, obviously, because we're like mermaids, or like, I would say all sirens. Because Echo's a siren, like, there's different types of mermaids here. Don't worry, you're not alone anymore. It is true, I'm no longer alone as I once was, thank you. What else would you like to speak about? The Whale Sisters? The guiding flow? Okay, so we don't have many options right now. But let's talk to Willow while we can then. And then we'll come back to do more patrolling of the... to level up and stuff. Okay, let's chat. What do we want to talk about? The whale. The whale is an old and ancient voice, but when I heard her speak, she almost sounded like a child. Yeah, she is probably the youngest one then. A child. Me when I predict things. I guess the context, it was very heavily hinted. She was the youngest. Some of the other whales had been around for over 1,000 years. That's a lot of time. The whales perceive time differently than us. In her heart, she's honestly just as young as you and me. Continue chatting. Or was there something else you wanted to talk about? Your music. Practicing with you has given me a lot of confidence. I really appreciate it. No. Why, I don't know why they give us opportunities to be rude. I just don't want to do that. Of course, I have fun. Hee. Whenever you're ready, perhaps we can start a little band. You and me and the prime guardian mammal. Sounds like a plan. Okay, let's talk to her again. Gold. Oh, Gold, she's a friend of mine. ... Okay, ... How did you meet? Well, when I first arrived here, she was there to greet me. In fact, she gave me this horn for free. Why would I be able to say the horn doesn't suit you? It suits her very well. This is so rude. Like, she's a dolphin mermaid. Like, the different types of mermaids is nice. Okay, that's sweet. She's a really nice fish. I just wish I could be as welcoming as her sometimes. Don't worry, you made a good impression, Willa. Okay, I guess we should talk about the horn then. The mammalian shell horn, I've always wondered how it got here. It's clearly made with love, and the whales have always responded to it. Did you want to use it? Not right now. Okay, I guess naturally we should go to gold, since Willow was talking about gold, so we'll go back to the coral reef. I am very familiar with the map already, so it's pretty good. I do like the teleportation system, it's very easy to get around. I feel bad because my most watched livestream was obviously my first one, and I didn't have a very good attitude, and the whole time the game basically didn't work, so it wasn't a very good display of the actual game. Because none of Gold's Quest showed up then, but I haven't had any problems since, except from like the whale minigame one, but they'll probably patch that eventually. I'd rather have a conversation. Okay, let's talk about the isle. Mermaid Isle is one of the 6 mermaid inhabited islands in the sea. 6 is an interesting number, like, they've decided there was more areas. It's getting a bit dark, so I'm gonna... Actually, I was gonna say I'm gonna turn the light on, but I didn't... Oh! I was gonna move, but I didn't have to. So, it's a safe haven for us mermaids. So, is the rest of the sea just, like, unsafe? I guess it would be, like, this is kind of a cove, so like there's like wild animals, I guess. What do you like about it? Personally, I love how relaxing the isle is. It beats the hustle and bustle of the open ocean any day. I feel like I should probably turn up the background music. Sorry if you heard like the repeat, I was just listening to the audio. Continue. Plus, someone needs to help the upkeep around here, right? Continue chatting. Anything else on your mind? Copy. Right. Where'd you get your pearls from? Where do I get my pearls from? You could say I inherited them from my soul song. I come from a long line of mermaids destined for wealth. Okay, never really. I mean, like, what? How do you know your soul song's destiny? Soul song is interesting. I can't. I mean, that's just a song inside you. But I can't remember. There was definitely something specific about it I wanted to say, but you probably not then. Probably not, I just forgot. How do you know what your soul song destiny is? Sometimes it comes to you in a very special way. Maybe a dream or a memory from a past life comes floating back. It's very heavily implied that we're gonna discover some of our memories from our past lives and all that, so... and expand on the lore, so I'm very excited for that. Also, I've been told, so yeah. So I'm guessing your past lives were also just as generous. Probably, but the past is the past, better not dwell on it. Same goes for you, Guppy. I have a feeling we were bad people in our past life, like, I don't know why. I will still be searching for my past. Just be careful, Guppy. Sometimes answers are hidden from us for a reason, but I believe in you. Yeah, like... what else do we have to talk about? Okay, never mind then. What's the natural progression from it? Florian, I guess? I'm on level 2, so I'll have like some... I'll have some things to talk about. Actually, I assume I'm on level 3 here. Yeah. I keep on always accidentally turning my mic on when I'm playing the game, which is really annoying. Not that there's really any people, but when I'm doing farming I want to do this a lot later, but obviously when there's no one here, that's the annoying thing about being in public server. But I do want to level up more. Okay, I just want to see how many... okay, yeah, I need 21 more. Let's just chat. Okay, what do you want to chat about? The dolphins? Those 2 dolphins over there, that's hook, line and sinker. By over there, what do they mean? Like, on the symbol. I keep on thinking like my cursor will show up like in Royal High, but it doesn't. Hookline always makes a load of trouble for me, and Sinker, well, he never asks for much. Feel free to play with them anytime, they love to have fun. I don't even know who you're talking about, that's the thing. Or dolphins up here. Or these two dolphins, like that dolphin and that dolphin, like the symbols. Or is he talking about the manatees? Like what? Okay, let's talk about Echo. Oh, you heard of Echo, the Reef's forging siren. Again, yeah, sirens exist. Which makes sense because, I think that's just the area he used to live in. Yeah, we're very close, dot dot dot. Why are they always so inconspicuous? Like, we're very close. She's my friend, dot dot dot. Like, guys. Echo's always been there for me. Okay, how'd you meet? So Echo rode in on this big grand shark. The thing is, he was asleep, and the shark seemed tired. I took it to my clinic, but I haven't seen this before, but Florian did say if you level up, he'll talk more about Echo, so yeah. That's the perks to leveling up. What happened? The shark went wild, like this reef was something it couldn't handle. It swam off faster than hookline. So then, I woke up Echo, and those eyes of his, well, those eyes of his, dot dot dot, well, dot dot dot. Okay, so like, what do you mean he's very close to me? Like, oh guys, after Florian. Yeah, sorry, I guess I guess at the end of the day, Echo's a pool of mystery that I'm still unraveling. Okay. Oh, I'll tell him you said that. I hope I actually can tell him that I said that, but that's interesting. That was new to me. Then the other one is how you use the clinic, so I guess I'll just go through this. Because we know how to do that. But, yes, okay. What's the natural progression from here? Wrong buttons, I keep on being quests. Dasher, I guess? But let's go to Echo then. We don't even see Echo's eyes. Dot dot dot. Once we came back. Blah blah blah. Let's chat. Okay, so let's chat about Florian then. Florian, I do hope he stops by soon. Why? Well, we have some catching up to do. After all, I can sleep for weeks on end. He always has an interesting story for me to hear when I swim out to the meadows. Let's chat. The sea you're from. The sea I'm from, yawn. Unfortunately, I don't remember much except for an old story. Continue. Have you ever heard of the sunken moon? A sunken moon? They say that beneath the dark, shattered sea, there appeared a moon resting in the depths. Massive pearl or something? I mean, we see a lot of the mermaid statues actually holding like a massive like pearl, like moon-like thing. So I think that's interesting. Those above saw it as an omen, believing the sea to be accursed, which makes sense. I guess sirens come from cursed seas. Continue, but as the depth dwellers knew better. Continue. We descended to it and found something ancient beneath. With it, the once impossible no longer seemed so. What was it? It was now a beacon of our power, one might say. Continue, but... question mark. I'm getting a little tired. Maybe we can finish this story later. Okay. So I'm assuming Echo's powers come from that source. Like forwarding powers with all that big cutscene and stuff. But yeah, let's chat. You're always tired. Using my abilities just happens to leave me a little drained. Transmutation doesn't come without cost. What's the longest time you slept for? It keeps on making me going up in the sky. I slept for almost 100 years once. 100 years. Yes, but I unfortunately slept on my back and woke up with the most awful ache. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's just craft something. Let's craft some pearls. Oh, you need 5 for that. So what level am I on? Oh, it counts as seagrass meadows. Oh right, because this is in the cave that's linked to the seagrass meadows, so it makes sense that he and Flora and Nicholas. Yeah. Bit of an understatement, but you know. Let's go to Dasher then. I don't get when it's like, oh, this NPC isn't here, but they're always in the same place. They don't do anything, do they? But I need to find. Yeah, Dasher's. I mean, all of their reworks are so much better than the originals. Oh, we can't even talk to Dasher, but yeah, let's talk to Petros. Or is it Petros? I don't even know. Yeah, so I finished the shrine. I'll just show you this whole shrine. So they had this fountain. They put all these statues on the fountain. It took a long time. Wasn't really that expensive though. The statues here as well, and statues here. That's basically it. I was expecting there to be 9 statues because of the 9 muses, but there's 1, 2, 3, 7 statues, which is interesting. It's just an interesting number, but again, what I was talking about, like the statues holding a big pearl or like moonlight object or a globe, I guess, which I forgot which muse that links to, because I'm not really well versed in Greek mythology, even though that's a big thing in the Mermaid Isle lore. So okay, let's chat because he's a historian. Can you tell me a story of mermaid civilization's past? What of it? Okay, let's go shrine. The shrine is not nearly as ancient as one might surmise. Continue. In the great city of old, there once was an era of silence. Continue. They say this was around the same time that the night whales began to migrate through the reef. Continue. When the era of silence ended, song flooded through the isle like a tidal wave. Thus began the age of harmonic renaissance. That was indeed when this shrine was built. So like Renaissance, this thing is like only like a few hundred years ago. If we're comparing like our Renaissance to present day. What caused the era of silence? I've always wondered that myself. There's no records of why it occurred. What's your guess? Perhaps everyone who could record it was in a deep slumber. That's interesting. Is there another subject you require my thoughts on? Okay, let's go back to your lineage then. The lineage of archivists meant to preserve the sea's history. It is an ancient one indeed. Continue. Once poisoned with disharmony, our roots were doomed to be lost to time as well. It's interesting that some lineages are just like automatically associated with like evil, like disharmony. Continue. But one day, a shimmering princess rescued us. The Moonlit Air, I assume? Or maybe Elegy. Can't tell if Elegy is a female name though. Feminine name, I mean. And wasn't it the Seahorse Prince actually? So I don't think so. But I'm assuming that's the Moonlit Air, because hence shimmering, because from the sky, and air associated with royalty. If you're an heir, you're either a prince or a princess, and they seem like princesses to me. Okay, and only a residue of disharmony remains within me. Continue. Why am I up here? Let's chat. Okay, tell me about yourself. I am Petros, an avid historian and archivist. I know many things, but I shall only divulge them to those who are ready to listen. So what made you come to the reef? I was born here, from a long line of mermaids meant to preserve the past. The past is a fleeting lie. So, Maybe we'll see a propaganda eventually. Maybe he's not on the side we think he is. Okay. You're a little gloomy sometimes. Come check out the surface one day. The surface. No, I like it down here. Continue chatting. Does the goddess really look like that? Like this? Oh, great. Let's chat. Okay. Does the goddess really look like that? This is simply a depiction of the goddess. No one knows her real true divine form. Well, yeah, obviously. How do you think she looks? Ancient records state that she was magnificent in size, with scales that glittered like diamonds. She sounds beautiful. I just wonder, when will she return? I didn't know she left. The goddess being missing is interesting, so I assume she naturally controlled the guiding flow, but then we were left to deal with it. I mean, in the Moonlit Air trailer, there was something like feeling abandoned by like the gods and stuff, so the Moonlit Air like prayed to the skies, and then the celestial set to sea mermaids came down from the stars. So like, yeah. I kind of like how they made their own unique main deity, even while taking inspiration from like other mythologies, like Greek mythology. There's a little bit of Celtic mythology in there, mostly like Scottish and Irish, but like, yeah. For the Selkies, I mean. I wonder if they come back. I don't think so, but that's like. I keep on getting new tales, which is pretty good. Like a few days ago, I literally kept wanting to play every 11 minutes, every 12 minutes, I mean, and it was literally. Then I realized I was just running out of pearls, so you should probably like play in between to help your pearls. So we talked to everyone. So untitled Reef friend. Well, then it says Iris right here. Ready, superstar. Let's give them our best performance yet. So that seems like a music like or danced one. And this update, the next update is coming on the 22nd. So oh right, 5 days. 5 days. So I'm excited for that. That'll probably be my next stream for Mermaid Isle. I do have a bit of a headache right now, so I wonder how long I can keep streaming. But again, the art trays and stuff are very interesting. And this is probably a symbol of the moon, right? Like above the goddess. Where do we want to go? Let's go to Sirens again. Sirens Cove, I assume? I forgot his name. Again, like this door, I wonder if it leads anywhere, that's the thing. And there's some pots left behind from like old civilization. We're in a cave currently. This whole place, the stars, obviously links to, well, you know. And then there's like kind of like the underwater thing that you find in the depths. What I find interesting is that we're in a sunlight zone, which assumes we can go deeper, and there's deeper layers. So I'd be excited to explore new locations eventually. Okay, so let's read some area descriptions. An eerie stillness permeates throughout the cave. In the cavern's depths, it feels as though an ancient power is calling out. And the silent ancient power, so that's probably the underwater moon Echo was talking about. Seagrass meadows end. An abundant pastoral reef side where plenty of sea animals go to relax and graze upon the seagrass. Long ago, sea turtle mermaids would meet at the edge of the seagrass to deliver messages, probably via the big turtle island thing. A peaceful grove formed by a kelp species that is uniquely adapted to the owl's tropical environment. Okay, the shrine then. This ancient and venerable shrine was raised in devotion to the goddess of the sea, mother of innumerable creations, and bringer of light and life. That's her full name. She doesn't have an actual name. That's literally just her title. Which is gonna be so fun when I make a little video on this. I don't know if I will, but because I don't have anything particularly in my mind right now, but I'll do one eventually. Coral manta rays roam and weave through this environment's coral towers. Towers? Yes. Whilst mysterious flowers bloom across the depths. They say the power of the myth originates from the heart of this underwater forest. Sorry, I'm losing my voice a bit. I never realised it was called Concerto Depths, so I was just calling it Concerto. Envisaged illusory shrine. Interesting name. Okay, Whalesong Cove is a mammalian sanctuary where both dolphins and whales once communed in song. Now mostly dolphins remain, with only the isle's last whale occasionally swimming by. I'm gonna check my old... Okay, my voice is a little bit shaky, but that's fine. The coral reef marks the beginning of the reef lands, a tranquil expanse long associated with the earliest growth of life beneath the waves. Interesting. Okay, the ruins suggest this plaza was once a structure of some kind, but the colourful reef is now where animals and merfolk alike relax and play. And swirling, I don't know what the full name of this is, if I'm honest. An ancient artifact sits amongst a jagged shoal. From a time so immemorable, it's as if the rocks swirled around it. I'm losing it here. So, this isn't where I wanted to go originally, but apparently this is made of ruins. So, I guess, yeah, this kind of looks like ruins. There's some pillars here. More pillars here. This massive fountain here, which I assumed was going to be the harp minigame, but they completely got rid of that. Yeah, it's pretty ruin-like. There's still houses and stuff though. What I wanted to look at is this place. By ancient artifacts, do they mean the shipwreck? Which I think is interesting how they kept shipwreck in, because I tried to tie the lore to humans at first, because there was a shipwreck, but then I realised the war wasn't really between them. It's interesting that humans exist, or like land beings in any sense. You can't actually go through here, so I don't know what this is for. It kind of looks like the old entrance to the Battle Arena, like the old entrance. Since this is the colour of disharmony, and there's the I don't know, are these called bar lines? But like on sheet music, the lines that the actual notes lie on, that's what these look like, and I think that's purposeful. And that used to be around the old Battle Arena. By old, I mean like old, when it was literally just Viscoria and a couple lionfish. So yeah, this place is pretty interesting. There's nothing you can actually do here, so I assume there'll be a scroll here or something eventually. Okay, I'm gonna read the whole description of everything, like on the side here. Mermaid Isle's shallow reeflands, the sunlight zone. The tropical reeflands flourish in the shallows surrounding the local islands. This archipelago, I have no idea how to say that, lying at the edge of the shattered sea, was long protected from the sea's disharmony, and once home to a great civilization. Yet the cycles of water and history washed away in time. Now all that remains are the ruins dotting the sandy seafloor, and the mermaids that still call these waters home life persists through rebirth, and the reefs shimmer in the gentle light. Yeah, it's kind of your rebirth, which I think is interesting as a little standpoint, like there's no afterlife, we just keep going. Which I didn't really think of the concept of an afterlife, but yeah, I think that's interesting, having like a soul song, like a soul, I guess. What was I gonna say? But anyways, so Mermaid Isle, it's kind of implied that it was a great civilization, now it's not, so we're in a fallen civilization currently. Which I guess it makes sense, because it was kind of implied after the war between the seahorses and the lionfish, that a massive like collapse happened. Sorry I yawned. What else was I gonna do? I guess let's try and level up over here. I'm not really sure how to level up here. I'm pretty sure I might be patrolling the guiding flow, which I'm not good at in any shape or form. Okay, we just gotta spam it, I guess. I guess, trigger warning for flashing lights, because I'm gonna constantly press this until something happens. I never realised there was a whale statue on top of it. That's nice. Oh, you can actually go into this area when the whale isn't here. It's not really a horn, is it? It's not empty. Again, I'm pretty sure they put like a scroll in this corner, because I feel like the pots seem like that to me. Also, I like the octopuses that wave at you when you go near them. Hello? Yeah, okay. I assume the whale has to be somewhat close. So I want to level up so I can talk more to her, but if I do that off screen, then I won't do a whole stream to talk about it, really. I just wondered if you could play with the not the mermaids, the dolphins. I've never been in this cave. Oh, it's just, Opaline Plaza? Or are we in Coral Reef? There are big teleportation. Like, this is the, color for harmony, like, the guiding flow, when disharmony is the pinky red one. So I think it's interesting that different portals have different, like, colors, I guess. Okay, let's ask her to, nope. Oh yeah, what's going on here? know I said I might farm as well, but I think I might want to do that off stream because I definitely will farm, but I'm not sure if I want to do that on screen because I'm kind of losing my voice. So this might be a short one. Well, it'll be longer if I am able to actually do this. I guess let's wait a bit. Let's try and do some. I say I'm not gonna farm, and I go to the farming area, which like I know. Great, this person here, they look AFK though. Okay, seagrass. One extracted, one purified. So when I extract first, then purify. I find it interesting how we practice our whale song, which when we don't even use the whale song, when we only do it once for purifying the monument, so we don't actually do it to control the guiding flow or anything like that. Okay, let's try not to die then. But there's always AFK people here. Oh, you only need extracted diadems, so that's going to take a bit, like 10 seconds. It'd be nice if I had other things to do in the meantime. I wonder how global the global chat is though. I don't know why, I impulsively check chat even though I don't actually. Oh, they must have lag or something. Okay, they're back in action. I'll have to leave it alone, I guess. Back to the Whale Song Cove then. I mean, even in the Whale Song Cove area, you can actually see the battle arena entering place. So I might try and get to this score. I'm not sure if it's available right now. I remember being told it isn't, but let's try and at least see the whale once. We'll come back to it actually. So let's go to. It's very inconspicuous, but I mean it's hidden. Let's talk to energy though. Choose how you want to answer to disharmony rule. I think that's interesting. Let's just do this server then. That button is massive, I can't see the law, so there's a lot of overlapping GUI and the new update. It wasn't really a big problem before, but the reformatting's a bit off for mobile and stuff. Hello, this is the same dev as last time, and I checked out a bit of the recent stream. Sorry to intrude. I like checking out the content people make about the game. I really hope that wasn't my first stream, because my first stream was like not very good. I wanted to clarify some things. We have not rewritten the lore. The lore was written back in 2024 before the game released, which makes sense. And we've expanded on it since then, but no core elements have changed. We're very invested in the story and we want to tell, and we have no plans to switch to anything different. Reef Refresh is entirely based on that lore from 2024, just told in a fresh way. Even the new tutorial reuses dialogue from the original tutorial we had released back in 2025. I'm just gonna let it go. Which we sadly had to remove soon after the OG release due to glitches. The thing is, I was not an OG player, that's the thing. I joined at I think it was Season of Honor. Oh, the colours do not turn up well here. Let's just let my fish deal with that right now. The tutorial introduces the concept of losing memories is due to the fact that it's intended to be completed by new players as a setup for why their merfolk isn't familiar with the world they live in. The reason for the promotion about new stories is because we're finally showcasing more of the lore and story, and we've always wanted to do. The new stories refers to the NPC quests and other quests you'll be able to unlock in the future. The lore is all the same as before, but we're finally filling people in on all the details. Yeah, I mean it's very I just see I was gonna let myself die. But like you can't really just talk to them, it's very in your face. The lore has always been like not in your face in a bad way, but like you are incentivized to look at the lore. It's seen as yeah. The lore is all the same as before, but we're finally filling people. Yeah, the same goes for the disharmony pool. It and Allergy are currently in a temporary spot in the Whale Song Cove. Okay, that makes more sense as in that this is temporary. If you haven't spotted it already, at that point I had, but in my streams I didn't, so... the explanation is that the area beyond this point... Oh, that was I've died purposely. The explanation is that the area beyond this point is currently overrun by disharmony and will be accessible in a later update. You may notice the scrolls are also currently missing, but it's because they'll be accessible in a future area as well. I'll include a snippet from our Reef Refresh roadmap below, since I think it'd be of interest to you, which it is. Okay, Reef Refresh 3.0. Oh, 2.0 I'm assuming is the next update which is coming out on the 22nd, which I assume is about the new NPC, because they've got a shadow of the new NPC on the event page. And it looks like the one in the game. But I'm not gonna fight Viscoria now, I just kinda wanted to show that the reef is still here. That the disharmony pool. Okay, so Reef Refresh 3.0, a disharmony storyline, oh my god. I'm really not in a reading mood. The antediluvian, yes, temple. The disharmony pool full release, there'll be 15 waves total. I'm pretty sure there's like 10 at the moment. which is crazy. A new mid-level boss and more tweaks plus fixes. There'll be a VIP game pass refresh and more. Then they say thanks for being interested in the world building. I'm summarising this last part. And for decoding the Mermaid language on your own. And they said the Mermaid language will be showing up more in game soon, so stay tuned for that. And I've been looking forward to when they would actually like include more different words and languages, because at the moment it's only been in teasers and the logo. Well, for a second I thought my stream ended. So yes, if you want to see that full comment, it's on my I forgot the video name, but it's I said all the Reef refresh updates coming out today. It didn't come out on that day, but I did decode the whole language, so props to me, I guess. Okay, so the for the full comment, it's on my video why I think the Reef refresh update will come out today, in brackets Mermaid Isle. So yeah, if I was on my iPad I could show you my whole decoding thing, but unfortunately I'm not currently on that. That's actually too some part of me. I said I'd be too tired, but I am feeling like I've been doing a bit more. I am more of like an AFK, not like an AFK farmer, but like I have to be doing something at the same time as farming. Like I don't have enough to talk, I don't have enough incentive to farm right now. Okay, so here she is. We can't talk with her right now, but we want to level up, so let's control the guiding flow. Let's try medium. Are we serious? It's fine, it'll work again eventually. Are we serious? This is like the only big glitch that there is at the moment, so and I think it might just be a me thing, but I'm not sure. Obviously spamming isn't a good idea, but it works that one time. I'm glad I managed to talk to her, but I do, for the law's sake, I do really want to level up, because I'm only on level 1 in this region, which is kind of pathetic. Also, anyone recognize this symbol? It's from Gold to Old Quests. It used to be called like the disarming shard or something, but you like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the symbol of the guiding flow pretty much, because you purify it in a way by doing her quests. Also, her eyelashes are insane. I mean, a lot of the animals have symbols on them. The stingrays have the same ones as the bubbles they pop, which is interesting. I mean, if you want to see, like, I guess a kind of a tutorial, it's kind of brief, but on how to play, like how to do basically everything in the new refresh slash re-release, I did put out a video today slash yesterday, so check that out, I guess. I do feel like a bit of a scammer putting the my live streams in my Mermaid Isle, like my playlist, because it's not like a full video I edit and stuff, but I've been getting a lot of views on my Mermaid Isle live streams for the first one when the game didn't work, because it was the day it came out, but okay, I think I'm gonna give up on that for now. The thing is, it only really works on off screen, so like whatever then. If there's no one over here, we'll do a little bit of farming. Then, if there is people here, okay, that's fortunate. Okay, let's try and at least get up one level. Oh, yeah. What? Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah. What? Okay, that needs to be extracted. Sea grapes crushed and sea grapes purified. I do really like a lot of it. I was gonna say the new mini games. I like the whole new looking back, the re-release was kind of needed. Not like a bad way. It's just that like everything makes the quests make a lot more sense. You kind of had to go out of your way to do them, but now the interface is everything's very easy to do. Algae purified. What did I put in the bin? I must have diagnosed. I must have let one of them in, I guess. Red algae, also purified. I played a lot of Mermaid Isle during the eclipse. I don't know why I'm bringing that up, but like, while I was waiting for the eclipse, I played Mermaid Isle. And some diadem up here. Probably pronouncing that wrong, but like. Okay, let's do some extracting then. So let's get 2 diadems then. That's what we need, I think. One needs to be extracted, and this one's gonna get crushed. Then we go collect this, go over here, and collect this. And then we go red algae. Oh, that needs to be purified. That's a bit annoying. I wanted to put the extraction one in first, so I could do this in the meantime. I should have read it. I mean, it's a very specific order you kind of have to do things. Collecting wise, otherwise you might accidentally do some wrong things that just makes it really long. But there's no time limit unless I'm like dying. Okay, shimmer scales. I do try to give them all their things all at one time. Wizards, am I stuck in a tree? Okay, just extraction. Yeah, I'm trying to level up currently. It's such a big update, there's so much to do. It was really hard for me to get like a sufficient amount of stuff to while we're like casually playing, I guess. And I didn't really film everything I did, so it was a bit annoying. I did say that I did put plus farming in the description. I guess I'll keep doing it, but I don't have anything interesting to say. I do really like the update though. I'm glad I picked only that up. And then everything else is raw. Oh great, okay, let's hope we put the right one in then. So we have to put this all in the bin now, unfortunately. What order we... Let's get sea grapes, purify them, crush the... Like I said, you have to do it in very specific order if you're doing everything at once. You just have to actually... It's not particularly hard, but you have to like actually think about it. And some shimmer scales. Oh, I didn't realise we had a critical patient. My bad. Oh, well that's easy. Apparently not. I've never killed a patient before. Oh, everyone who contributes gets a reward. So it's not that bad to play with other people, but I still feel like I'd mess it up. Do you think that was 46 animal triggered? Did I just do 7 suddenly? Actually, sometimes it doesn't count the ones I already do, so it probably is. That's probably. Sure, okay. Am I gonna do 13 on stream? Maybe let's go to the shrine and make a wish. It's interesting that we send a star up. Okay, so the animation sometimes doesn't show, but that's normally when I'm on stream, so that's probably the problem. Because it causes like playing off stream, there's a lot less like lag and stuff for me. So generally it's not a gaming problem, it's a me problem. Oh right. I guess otherwise I should probably show this over here. She hasn't loaded in yet. She was in the trailer, I thought we'd be able to like actually go on top or something. Because there's like a clown and everything. Big Turtle Island. What symbol though? I can't get close enough because just wanna see what symbols we have on her. I think like extraordinary. I mean unordinary, I guess. That's what it means, but I mean out of the ordinary probably. Okay, someone's doing that. Let's go back to Wales on Go then. Oh, don't leave me, please. Come back. Well, it worked once on the stream, and that's what counts for the lore, I guess. I'll just try to do that off screen, and if it's anything important, I guess I'll have to make a lore video about it. I mean, there's so much I just haven't talked about it. I made one really rushed lore video, and then I made one talking about why I was wrong, like things I was wrong about, but I've never made an actual proper theory. Oh, aside from the Selkie video, that got 9 views. So, what the hell? But the whole body section is insane. Look at all these outfits. I mean, I've already got outfits from an accessory, so I'm not going to change mine. Hands, I do want the hands. Am I rich enough for this? Oh, we can try things on. Okay, I love it here. What the hell? Yeah, it's a bit. It makes me a little bit uneasy, actually. Maybe just not get that right now. Markings, nothing I really want in particular. I mean, I'm gonna buy this all eventually. I guess I might have to go short nails. So try. I only need hands first. That makes sense. I'm gonna buy all of this eventually. It's just. Yeah, I'm kind of trying to afford the invisible face, which I'll probably never wear. I don't know why I buy everything. Sorry, some of the face options make me laugh. I think I scrolled down or something, so I can't see the arms right now, but that's fine. I do need to just end the stream. So, if you're interested in the lore, it's basically just everywhere. But anyways, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you want to know how to play the update, I just made a video about it, so go check that out. It'll be in the same playlist as this live stream. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.